Did you know that not all gloves are created equal? Some protect you in more ways than others. When you're working with hazardous materials, the equipment you choose can make the difference in preventing serious injury or even death. This is why it's critical to properly select personal protective equipment based on the potential exposures you may face in a laboratory or research environment. There is no type of fabric that is impervious to all hazardous materials. Therefore, proper selection is vital for maximum protection. The University of California is always striving to stay ahead of the curve in research. When we push the envelope, it's important to take safety with us, especially for the most important tool we have, our hands. We want to encourage you to properly select personal protective equipment when using liquid pyrophorics. These are substances known for their exothermic reactions with air. One of the primary hazards you might encounter when working with liquid pyrophorics outside of an inert atmosphere or glove box is thermal burns. Thermal burns happen when these substances come into contact with your skin. To protect against these burns, you must wear proper laboratory attire, including full-length pants and shoes, a flame-resistant laboratory coat, eye protection, and hand protection, including flame-resistant gloves. Wearing flame-resistant gloves may seem new. It's based on the most current information from the National Fire Protection Association and consistent with updated safety data sheets from chemical manufacturers. Wearing just chemical-resistant gloves is not enough to protect from fire hazards. Supplement your protection by wearing inherently flame-resistant gloves or glove liners, such as those made from Kevlar or Nomex. Examples include the Ansell 70-200 Kevlar glove liners or the military-grade Nomex gloves. These will not support a flame or melt even after laundering. Before donning, always inspect the gloves for damage. Then put them on, making sure to adjust the area around the tips to fit snug against your fingers. When you put them on, they change the dexterity you might be used to just by wearing chemically resistant gloves alone. So try out different sizes until you get the combination that works best. Find out what gives you the most control before beginning work with them. Afterward, you can reuse them as long as they aren't contaminated or damaged. Clean after each use if necessary, following manufacturer's instructions. Their useful life will vary depending on frequency, duration, and the type of use, as well as cleaning and storage conditions. So replace or discard damaged gloves safely. And don't forget that what you wear is not enough. Although personal protective equipment is important, other safety controls must also be incorporated when working with hazardous materials. Always perform these types of research in a properly functioning laboratory fume hood and ensure all personnel are properly trained and have reviewed relevant standard operating procedures. Consult with Environmental Health and Safety for questions regarding the proper personal protective equipment for work with liquid pyrophorics outside a glove box. Based on a risk assessment, consideration may be given to using flame-resistant gloves in conjunction with appropriate chemically resistant gloves as recommended. Remember that your decision makes a difference, because not all materials are created equally. There is no such thing as one glove fits all. Your choice is your chance to prevent injury. When you accept responsibility for safety, you can promote safety and value safety. This message has been brought to you by the University of California Environmental Health and Safety